Eligible members of the Employees Provident Fund who are aged 40 and above may apply for personal financing from banking institutions using their account to balance as support for their loans from April 7th. This is subject to the readiness of participating banks under the Pension Fund's Account to Support Facility program. This is the first phase of the two-phase program and will remain open for 1 year. The second start date for phase 2 for members under 40 years of age will be announced in due course. According to the EPF, the maximum financing amount has been fixed at $50,000 and subject to the EPF account to balance with repayment tenure of up to 10 years. The interest rate or profit rate to be charged by the participating banks under this program will range from 4 to 5%, lower and more affordable than the current market rate of 8 to 15%. Under the facility, all Malaysian EPF members below the age of 55 can submit an advance notice for age 50 or age 55 conditional withdrawal for repayment of the financing obtained, provided they have minimum amount of $3,000 in their account too. This means the withdrawal will only be made to the banking institution when the member reaches the age of 50 or 55, as stipulated in the EPF Act 1951. Members who meet the eligibility criteria may apply through participating banks, including MBSB Bank and Bank Simpanan Nasional, and the EPF says it may consider adding more participating banks in the future. The EPF clarifies that the facility is targeted towards EPF members who have savings in their account too and are supported with a reasonable income to ensure they can afford the financing and repay it without compromising their retirement income adequacy and security. The pension fund says this offers a practical solution for EPF members who are facing temporary liquidity issues by providing cash flows through personal financing but with minimal impact on their retirement savings. Last month, Prime Minister and Finance Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim announced that the government has given the green light to allow the EPF to allow its members to use their account to savings as support for bank loans to tide them through difficult times. Berjaya Land's application for a 6-month extension to comply with its approved public shareholding spread requirement of 20% was rejected by Bursa Malaysia Securities. In a BOS filing, the group said that its public shareholding spread stood at 13.76% as at end March this year, a shortfall of 6.24% or 307 million shares. B-Land's largest shareholder is Berjaya Corp, which directly owns 418.1 million shares or an 8.45% stake, and another 3.56 billion shares or 72.42% via various subsidiaries. The group said that in view that the extension of time was not approved, the regulator may take or impose any type of action that may include a caution letter, reprimand, trading of security suspension, among others. Bursa Securities has directed B-Land to rectify the shortfall of its approved public shareholding spread requirement of 20% on or before September 30th, 2023. B-Land assured that it will comply and take necessary steps to rectify the shortfall by the deadline, adding that an announcement on the compliance will be made in due course. Last week, B Corp founder Tan Sri Vincent Tan Chee Yoon disposed of 3.83 million shares in B-Land via Berjaya Bright, dropping his deemed interest to 4.997%, while his direct stake remained at 1.194%. It is worth noting that on January 25th, Tan's total stake in B Corp fell below 20%. This resulted in the conglomerate's shareholding in B-Land no longer considered as his deemed interest. Durian and palm oil planter PLS Plantations has entered into a partnership agreement with China's largest food manufacturer in Cofco Food Import Co. to develop and implement food security initiatives. PLS said the two companies will exchange information and knowledge on food security initiatives, collaborate on food security research and development, and jointly invest and implement food security projects. They will also engage in resources, technology and expertise sharing, and conduct joint training and capacity building activities related to food security initiatives. PLS Chairman Tan Sri Nazir Razak said it is vital for the company to collaborate with industry players like Cofco to address food security issues while strengthening the nation's food security. He elaborates that they will look for innovative solutions and technologies to address critical challenges such as climate change, soaring fertilizer costs, and ever-increasing demand for food. Meanwhile, Cofco Food Import General Manager Wu Yiran said the collaboration with PLS offers an invaluable valuable opportunity to tackle food security challenges together. On August 24th last year, PLS and Cofco established their partnership through the Malaysian Durian and Durian Product Distribution Agreement. The partnership grants the state-owned Chinese company the exclusive rights to promote, offtake, and distribute PLS's durian and durian products in China. Reach Energy has been categorized as a Practice Note 17 company after its shareholders' equity fell below 50% of its share capital as at fiscal year ended December 31st, 2022. The oil and gas player said it had triggered the PN17 criteria after announcing its fourth quarter FY 2022 results on February 28th. According to its boss filing, Reach Energy now has 12 months from April 3rd to submit a regularization plan to the regulator. If it fails to comply with obligations as a PN17 company within the time frame, it risks having its shares suspended from trading and subsequently delisted. As at end 2022, Reach Energy's equity attributable to owners of the company stood at 111.29 million against equity capital of 488.96 million, as other reserves dwindled and accumulated losses rose to 394.94 million. Reach Energy says it is in the midst of formulating a plan to regularize its financial condition, and the announcement on the same will be made in due course. Just last week, the group announced the emergence of Hong Kong-based Super Racer as its new major shareholder with a 48.5% stake after Reach Energy issued some 1.03 billion shares at 20 cents apiece to settle 206.51 million worth of debt it owed SRL. Reach Energy has been loss-making since FY 2014. For FY 2022, its net loss widened year-on-year to 227.65 million from 53.41 million previously, despite revenue improving by 12.5% to 169.46 million from 150.69 million last year. Tan Sri Bashir Ahmad Abdul Majid, former MD of Malaysia Airports Holdings, has been appointed as chairman of the Mass Rapid Transit Corp, the wholly owned transit arm of the Ministry of Finance. Bashir fills the seat left vacant by Datuk Wira Azhar Abdul Hamid, who resigned as chairman and director on March 7, 2022. Azhar was appointed MRT Corp chairman in May 2021. Bashir served in the now defunct Malaysian airline system for 29 years, where he rose up the ranks to be the executive vice president of the national airline. In 2001, he was appointed by the government as aviation advisor to the Ministry of Transport, where he served for 2 years. He then served as the MD of MAHB from 2003 to 2015 and subsequently was appointed its advisor until 2017. In a statement on Monday, MRT Corp said Bashir remains active in the global aviation scene, where he is currently advisor to GMR Airports Group, which manages airports in India and overseas, partly owned by Aeroport de Paris.